In 1988, I was preparing for the Olympic Games, and I wanted to make sure that I was going to be strong and healthy to be able to compete. I went to my cousin who was a doctor, and I asked him to do an HIV test. When my test results came back as being HIV positive, my thought at the time, because we thought of HIV as a death sentence in 1988, I thought I was going to be packing my bags, moving back into my house, locking my doors and waiting to die. Just one day, my coach, Ron O'Brien, pulled me aside. He knew something was going on. And he pulled me into his office and he said, "What's going on?" And I said, "Well, I didn't want to tell you this, but I'm HIV positive." I told him that I was afraid that he might take it easy on me, and the Chinese had caught up to me, and I knew that I had to be in the best shape that I could possibly be in order to be successful in 1988. And his reaction to me was, "I'm not going to let you off the hook that easy." In the prelims of the men's 3-meter springboard, and I did my ninth dive, my reverse 2.5 pike, and I struck my head on the board. My first reaction was I was embarrassed, because this is the Olympic Games and I'm supposed to be a pretty good diver. Good divers don't do that. I said in my book, Breaking the Surface, that I was paralyzed by fear, and I truly was. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what my responsibility was, because I knew if anybody knew about my HIV status, then I may have been deported. I don't know. A lot of people said, "How did you get over that?" I did not get over it. I didn't have time to get over it. What I had to do is set that aside on the shelf and like it never happened, and proceed and continue. So I got up on the board, I set the board, and they announced my name, and then they announced the dive, which was going in the same direction as when I hit my head on the board. And I could hear this audible gasp from the audience. And as it turned out, it was the highest scoring dive of the Olympics.
Education is such a key factor, along with awareness, acceptance, and love. Find a support group. Absolutely, they're everywhere. Every gay and lesbian community center and other centers have support groups for people who are negative living with someone who's positive, people who are positive living with someone who's positive, people who are positive living with someone who's negative. So there are so many support groups that are available out there. It helped me so much come to terms with my own fear, my own ignorance about a lot of things. And it just, your mind is like a parachute. It only works if it's open. Greg's been positive for over 25 years. You can now have a healthy, normal, long life.
They're doing some wonderful things, but there's still so much stigma, and there's so much more work to do. If you arm yourself with the facts, then you're going to dispel your fears.
Let's stop HIV together. Get the facts, get tested, get involved.